Hi everyone, Cheryl here from Love and Light Yoga, and thank you for joining me for this 20-minute full body stretch for sore or tight muscles. So this is completely suitable for beginners. It's suitable if we're feeling a little bit of pain or a little bit of tension through our body. We won't need anything for this, just ourselves and our mats. So whenever you are ready, let's begin. So we are going to begin today coming into a comfortable seated position on your mat. I'm going to be cross-legged, but you can take whichever seated position works best for you. Just ensure that we have a nice long spine. The sit bones are grounding down into the mat. Close the eyes here and just take a few deep breaths. So just begin to gently lengthen the breath, taking deep inhales in through the nose. Full exhales through the nose or the mouth. Just starting to connect to your body, noticing how you might be feeling. And then after your next exhale, gently opening back up through the eyes. As we inhale, we're going to take the arms up towards the sky, start to stretch out the sides of the body, bring the hands together, and exhale your hands down towards your heart. Nice. Again, take a nice big inhale to reach the hands up towards the sky. This time as we exhale, we're going to bring the right hand down towards the mat, reach up and over with the left hand. And we're going to stop and we're going to hold here for a few breaths. Reaching as far over towards the right hand side as feels good for our body. We're going to keep the chest facing forwards. Keep that top arm reaching away. Breathing deeply here, keeping our sit bones grounded. So feeling your hips still grounded onto the mat, not letting that left hip lift up. And if the body starts to open, we might want to come down a little bit lower. We might start to bend through the right elbow. We might even come all the way down to the elbow. Breathing deeply here, taking deep inhales and full exhales. Take one more big inhale here. Take a full exhale, and then as we inhale, let's reach back up with both hands. As we exhale, take it towards the other side. So reaching up and over with the right hand. Keeping the sit bones grounded, chest facing forwards. Starting to stretch out through the right hand side of the body. Top fingers reaching up, reaching over towards the left hand side. And again, if this stretch begins to get a little bit easier, or we start to make a little bit more space in the body, we might start to come a little bit lower with the left elbow, maybe coming all the way down, maybe staying high if that's where our body is at today. Take a few deep breaths here. Breathing in to the right hand side of the waist, the rib cage, the armpits. Opening up through the entire side body here. Take one more big inhale. Full exhale. And then as we inhale, reach both hands all the way back up towards the sky. This time as we exhale, we find a twist. So the left hand comes onto the right knee, right hand comes behind the hip, and we're twisting round towards the right here. Twisting from the belly button. Bringing a stretch through the upper back, middle of the back. With every inhale, see if we can reach the crown of the head a little bit higher. With every exhale, can we twist just a little bit further? We might be sending the gaze towards the side of the room, or maybe starting to look back over the shoulder. Let's take one more big breath in, full breath out, and then inhale, we untwist all the way back to center, arms reach up. As we exhale, take it across to the other side, right hand onto left knee, we're twisting round towards the left. So again, feeling that twist through the middle section of the torso, we're twisting from the belly button. The chest shining out towards the left hand side of the room. With every inhale, finding length through the spine. Every exhale, maybe releasing into that twist. Let's take one more full inhale. Full exhale, and then inhale, untwist back through center, reach the hands up, palms come together, and exhale your hands down towards your heart. At this point, just stop here, maybe close the eyes, take a few deep breaths, and just begin to check in with the body here, noticing how the body might be feeling at this moment. How the body and how the muscles in your upper body are responding to these movements and to these stretches. Take one more round of breath here. And then we release, and we're going to come into our tabletop here. So meet me on your hands and your knees, coming into our tabletop position here. We've got the wrists under shoulders, we've got the knees under the hips. And we're going to roll through some cat-cows here. So as we inhale, we look forward, we drop the belly, tailbone points up. As we exhale, chin to the chest, we press the mat away, we round through the shoulder blades. As we inhale, we roll the spine forwards, look forwards. Exhale, chin to chest, looking back towards the toes. Nice, inhaling to roll the spine forwards, exhaling to roll under. Just flowing through this movement in time with your breath. Making this movement as big as we need to make it in order to feel that stretch through the spine, through the shoulders. Nice, and then on your next inhale, so the next time that we're in our cow pose, we have the tailbone pointing up, we're gazing forward, we're going to stop and we're going to hold here for a few breaths. So keep breathing deeply. Think about rolling the shoulders back, the chest shining forwards. Belly drops towards the floor, we're feeling that stretch through the lower back, tailbone pointing up. Breathing deeply, keeping strong through the arms, strong through the thighs. Taking a few breaths here. And then on your next exhale, returning back into your cat pose, chin towards the chest, we're going to stop and we're going to hold here. So again, we're thinking about staying strong through the arms, palms of the hands pressing into the mat. Gaze is back towards the toes, and the head is heavy here, so there's no tension in the neck. We're rounding, we're separating through the shoulder blades. Tummy button pulling back towards the spine, stretching out the back of the body here. Taking a few deep breaths. And then after your next exhale, release back into your tabletop, into a nice neutral spine here. And from here, we're going to drop into our puppy pose, or a variation of our puppy pose. So we'll get there nice and slowly. Start to drop down to the elbows. So where the palms of your hands were, that's where you're going to want your elbows to be. And then we're either going to stay here, keep the hips high over the knees, or we're going to start to walk the hands forward, start to melt the chest down towards the floor, and then maybe bring the forehead to the mat. Hips are staying high. Breathing deeply here. Releasing any tension out of our muscles through the back, through the shoulders, through the hips. Once again, checking in with your body, noticing how we feel. Do we feel any areas of tension or tightness today? Taking 1 or 2 more deep breaths here. And then whenever we are ready to release, we're going to start to lift the chest, lift the gaze. We're going to keep the elbows underneath the shoulders, and we're going to start to take the knees back. So we're going to come down onto our bellies here into our Sphinx position. So our legs are long across the mat, shoulders are up above the elbows, and we're gazing forwards. Roll the shoulders back, open up through the chest. Start to press the pelvic bone down into the mat. Breathing deeply here. And then if it feels good for you, we might take the chin in towards the chest. We might stay here, or we might find a few little half neck circles, just rocking one ear to one shoulder. And if this causes any pain or tension in the neck, feel free just to either take the gaze forwards or down towards the mat. But we're just working out any little areas of tension or tightness in the neck. Take 1 more little rock towards each side. And then come back to center and release the chest, release the upper body down towards the mat. Nice. From here, we're going to bring our hands sort of underneath the shoulders or a little bit further forward if that feels best. And we're going to stay on our fingertips here. We're going to keep our elbows hugging in towards the body. And as we inhale, we're going to lift into a little baby cobra here. So we can slightly press through the fingertips, lift the chest. As we exhale, roll the body back down. So every inhale we lift. Every exhale we lower. Breathing and moving here in unison. Feeling that wave-like movement through the body. It doesn't matter how high we lift here. We can lift up quite high, or we can keep this movement really small if we need to. Nice, take 1 more round just like this, an inhale and an exhale. And then after your exhale, we're going to bring the palms of the hands onto the floor, round about where our rib cage is. We're going to press ourselves up and come back into your Chive Pose. So toes might come together, knees might come apart. You sit the bum back towards the heels, and then we relax the forehead down towards the mat. Check in with your breath here, lengthening the breath if we need to, remembering to take deeper inhales, longer exhales. And then let's release out of our Child's Pose. We are going to meet once again in our tabletop. So coming onto hands and knees, and then meet me in a downward facing dog. So tucking the toes under, keeping the palms of the hands pressing into the mat, lift the hips, send them back. coming into your downward facing dog and just finding a little bit of movement here. So we're bending, we're straightening each knee at a time, just pedaling out the feet here, bringing the knees back to the mat if we need to, if we need that break. Keep this movement nice and gentle, keep breathing. Stretching out the entire back of the body here. And then come back into stillness, back to your downward facing dog for one big inhale, a full exhale, and then slowly returning the knees back towards the mat. We're going to find one more Chive Pose. So sit the bum back towards the heels, stretch the arms out long. And then we find a little thread the needle variation here. So take the left hand, thread it underneath the right arm, and rest the left ear down towards the mat. We're going to keep the hips reaching back towards the heels. Feeling a nice stretch through the top of the left arm, maybe coming into the shoulder blade, into the upper back. Taking a few breaths here. And then we release. We bring the left arm back to center, stretch it long. Same thing other side. So we're reaching the right arm underneath the left. Maybe starting to bring the right shoulder, the right ear down towards the mat. Feeling that stretch through the top of the right arm, through the shoulder, shoulder blades, upper back. Relax everything down here. Feel the upper body melting down over that right arm, down towards the mat. Taking full deep breaths. And then to release, bringing the right arm back towards the center, taking one more breath in your Child's Pose. And then whenever we are ready, walking the hands all the way back up towards the knees, coming into a kneeling position towards the back of the mat. We inhale to reach both hands up towards the sky, palms come together, and exhale your hands down towards your heart. Closing the eyes here and taking a moment just to check in once again with yourself. Noticing how the physical body might be feeling. Noticing if we feel any release. If any of our muscles feel a little bit better than they did a few moments ago. Noticing how the breath feels in our body. And then whenever you are ready, gently opening back up through the eyes. And namaste everyone. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you like this video, please give it a like. If you would like to see more from me, please subscribe. And I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Once again, namaste.